Good morning, people of YouTube. This is Silva bringing a 2020 armed security, could also help law enforcement guide to a duty belt. Today is May the 13th, which is Wednesday. Currently, this is my setup that I have as of 2020. Throughout the years of doing armed security, about 4 years, I've had modified my setup. Some things have stayed, others have been moved out. It's been a constant change and everything. More recently, with this coronavirus pandemic, certain things have changed through the loadout. And so there's some new additions you'll include, and some other things that are just the same. So without further ado, let's get to it. So in the main part or inner part of it is the inner belt. So as I'm going to start zooming in, I have my Bianchi inner belt that has the Velcro of it on the outside, and on the inside of the belt it's got the same thing. So it helps. It's more actually like right here. It helps stick it through. It's happened in the past where I've forgotten to wear my belt keepers, and I've just ran it with this. It stays on there just fine. Sometimes it gets a little loose, or just because of the areas that are covered up by like either a holder or a belt or whatever on the back side of it. So going forward, obviously, like I said, belt keepers, Safariland as well. Pretty much everything that I have on here is Safariland, with some of the things. I guess I'm a Safariland collector. So we're gonna go from the duty belt now, or actually I'll mention Safe Life Defense. Move the taser out of the way. This is a Safe Life Defense level 3 plus, or level 3A plus vest. Nothing, it's a great vest. Before I had a point blank, but got rid of it and then upgraded for this one. It works pretty good. I've had it for almost a year. Shout out, hopefully, to them. It works pretty good. It has the opening for SAPI plates, make it the level 4 plates on there. But like I said, this is level 3A plus. So yeah, they advertise pretty good with that. So anyways, just a little quick shout out to them. So we're going to start obviously from the right side of my belt. Right here I have a Mark III pepper spray, pepper gel. Where I used to work, they would tell us to only carry pepper gel, because if it was either inside or outside, it's still pretty effective. Inside, you want to keep it, if you were to use it inside, it wouldn't mess up ventilation or anything like that, or even other people. It's just in the concentrated area. At least that's what they told us. I've never had to use it, thankfully. I've been pepper sprayed in the area, but it's, or even part of like the training, but that's pretty much it. And then I have a Mark IV Saber. Both of them are Saber as well, Saber red. Mark IV, I had this originally on a this is a tactical. This is not a belt loop style, so it's got the ELS little fork, like the smaller. It's a smaller version of it. This used to be on a leg holster, and I'll get to that, but I don't currently have it right now, but to show you. But it was attached to the leg holster, so where I had the leg holster before is where this is at right now, where the TED blocker swivel is at. I used to have it and this was open. I used to have the pepper spray, and I had the baton, which I'll get to that as well. But I'm kind of like jumping all over the place. But just to bring it up, this is what I had before. I was trying it out. It works. It didn't interfere with the leg holster as far as the action of the ALS or anything like that. It was really kind of tight, but it kind of weighs you down on one leg. Like you have this and the baton and the pistol all in one leg, and it kind of like feels like it's hanging down a little lower than normal. So, anyways, I digress with that. Pepper spray, nothing, nasty little thing, invention. So, TED blocker, front canting swivel. This is the long version. Haven't seen too many videos out there as far as mentioning TED blocker. It's an old school system. It is very comfortable when you're getting in and out of vehicles or sitting down on the desk rather than having a straight fixed holster mount. It just really helps. It really helps because if you have a straight one, sometimes it'll pivot when you sit down, like in a car, and it'll just pinch you, and it's a bad spot to have something like that. It's really uncomfortable. There's been times where I've actually sat down and it, pinches you really good, gets you really, wakes you up in a way. So, anyways, TED blocker, amazing. Anybody and everybody to try it. It is a little on the expensive side. This is the long and bent, so you may see that it's a little. It works. Like I said, it works fine. I've done takedowns and gone into fights with people with this, and it does its job. It's got its little wear and tear, which is like accidental scratches, but also I've been in takedowns with people with this, so in fights. This is kind of like a little added thing that I've put. It's a Streamlight MicroStream USB. It's got a little 250 lumen rechargeable. Works pretty cool. It's like kind of like an everyday carry kind of flashlight also, but it's good to have just as you don't need to use like not to say that light's any super bright, but it's still Kershaw knife. I used to not carry knives all that much, well, even more so with this one because I lost the belt clip. Should have Loctite it. That's okay, no biggie. But it's good to have a knife on you, just to like whatever, cut open packages or anything like that. Not to say you're gonna stab somebody with it. You have a real problem if you're gonna use a knife for defense. But again, it's there. We'll get to that in a bit. Tourniquets. Obviously, tourniquet is, if you're going to be carrying a gun, you got to carry medical. Tourniquet only is for extremities, limbs, leg, arm, but it's one thing to have. I don't carry, as of yet, like chest seal or gauze or stop leak or whatever the freaking stop leak. I don't carry any of that. But a tourniquet is something better than nothing. So, yeah, skipped that. But it is a cat tourniquet on a holder. Goes good. This still has is still in the works. I still have it. But I'm running 2 handcuffs. They're both chained. Worked good. I used to before not have anything on the back. The most I would probably have is the glove pouch, which has the gloves, medical gloves. But I've kind of like used to have it before where I have the handcuff pouch in the front, and I would usually move like the pepper spray somewhere else. And yeah, but so far this loadout, I've kind of just left it the way it is because this is where I've kind of been more used to. So yeah, going forward, this is the most newest added feature that I have. I had the older version of this, which is a Surefire G2X LE. This is now the upgraded 600 lumen flashlight. It has the 615 lumen output, but first click, first burst, whatever you want to call it, is 600 lumens. Great lights. The 400 lumen version I had before was great. It was awesome. Never had any problems. I even had these Surefire G2Xs are like amazing. They're great for the money, you know, average eBay or Amazon or even from Surefire, $70 from Surefire, their website, or eBay is like $60, you know. These are really good. Right now, currently, they have the Surefire branded batteries, but once those go out, I have rechargeable. It's kind of like a not kind of going against it, but I have rechargeable batteries. CR123A rechargeable batteries. They say that they're not recommended, but from my old flashlight, I had rechargeables on them, CR123s. They worked great. Battery life, I guess, does suck a little bit, but I mean, it's something that, you know, you save yourself money in the long term just by just using rechargeables rather than buying, you know, a pack of 12 for $20 and having to, you know, but again, it's one's preference. It's one's preference to see if they want to do that or not. So, yeah, your mileage may vary on that. So, anyways, great light, great to use, and everything. So, this is actually the newest thing that I have. Like, again, I do armed security. I'm not currently in law enforcement as of yet. It is something that, you know, obviously everybody who wants to get into armed security or does security and to thrive into law enforcement, yeah, there's my little thing. But this is a X2, and it is used. It is, right now I have one of the cartridges out just so that way. But it's a nice little added thing to have, because I don't really, as you can see, like, I don't carry a baton on here. I mean, I have the belt loop for the PR-24, but I don't. Never really needed to carry it while on duty, but I have on occasion, not this particular one, but the place where I worked at before, they issued us X26s, and I have had my run-ins of dry stunning people quite a bit. So yeah, that's the little spill. I am gonna upgrade this holster. I don't like it. It's like a Blade Tech is what I'm understanding. These are Blade Tech holsters. The retention on it isn't really good. So as you could tell, I'm a Safariland owner. Definitely gonna go with the Safariland. So that'll be in the later down the line. So anyways, and last but not least, mag pouch on the belt. I used to have a three mag pouch. I still have it. I just decided to open up some real estate. I could currently, right now, probably even put in the three mag pouch and still have enough space between the Taser and the flashlight, and still, you know, be able to put my belt keepers in no problem. And yeah, yeah. So that's pretty much it. The duty belt itself is a 2 1/4 size duty belt. I've had different belts throughout time, and this Old Faithful has been here since the beginning of me doing my armed security. it has its, wear and tear and stuff, but through, moving stuff around and all that. So it's all trial and error for everybody trying to, get things dialed in right. Once it's dialed in and you have everything set the way you have it, it's pretty much just putting it on, putting it off, through wear and tear, like this one right here. A little scuffle, but it's okay. Like I said, PR24 or expandable, it's not something, like I said, I've carried it before, don't really need to, but at least where I used to work currently, so it's changing. So it changes. It might be some place where I want to carry it. I have the option to, but if not, preferably not wanting to. So anyways, just that little thing. If I could hit them with the taser, I'll hit them with the taser. If I'll hit them with pepper spray, I'll hit them with pepper spray. If I just want to go hands-on, I'll go hands-on. It doesn't, different things. So anyways, double pouch, change that out. Okay, so the weapon of choice. This is I've changed since the last video that I did, 2018, 2019 or so. I don't think I did one in 2019 from what I remember. I'm a small channel. I'm doing this just for fun, entertainment purposes, and educational purposes. So this is my Glock 22 RTF2. And you're probably wondering, the RTF is the rough textured frame, but I have sandpaper Talon grips on it. For me, Talon grips have been great grips. Shout out to them as well. With my last gun that I had was a Glock 23 RTF. So I moved up from the compact to a full size. This is my current duty pistol. And I have it in a Safariland 63 832, which is the ALS SLS hood with tack light. And it's got the little hood guard right here to prevent it. Like I said, this is the RTF. And I have a Ghost extended magazine release. This is a Generation 3, by the way. So, with a Surefire X300 Ultra. This is the 600 lumen version, though. Tell that I've been firing it and I don't clean it right off the bat. That's why it's got that buildup, but it's okay. That means it's being used and being fired. Anyways, like I said, Talon grip, little plug, and that's it. It's got the factory night sights on it. And yeah, this is like, even just as a normal civilian, this is a perfect, it can be 9mm, it could be a Glock 17, but perfect little home defense gun. If you're just a pistol, if you want to just run a pistol, obviously you want to run a shotgun, run a rifle, run a long rifle. But yeah, this is my last line defense pistol. It's great. And you've probably seen already that I have these pads. These are actually, this is, since it's a Glock 22 22, it's a 15+1 type of gun, and I have a Arredondo base plate +5. If you're a 9mm, it's +7. So 23 versus 20. This is a 20 rounder, and then I have this one with a +1, +2 if it's a 9mm, and then a standard. So anyways, that's my loadout. Took a little bit longer than I wanted to, and yeah, so if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please drop down in the comments. And yeah, so everybody take care. Please be safe out there, especially right now with this current pandemic that's going on. And yeah, enough to shine. Just so. Anyways, Silva signing out. Have a blissful day and take care. Bye-bye.